Hi guys, this is Androidpipe.com and I'm here with the game called Mortal Kombat X. It's actually Mortal Kombat X Mobile, the mobile version for tablets and handsets. It arrived on Android recently and I'm playing it on the Huawei P8. The game is free, or better said freemium, because it has an energy bar. It comes from NetherRealms and it debuted on iOS in April, in mid-April on consoles and PC, and finally on Android in May. It should take up about 1.5 gigabytes of space, and the combat is pretty much like the one of the game Injustice, if you've ever played it. It's a tag 3 battle, and you can get a few coins every day once you log into the game. We're going to add them to the collection, and there are two currencies here, well actually three of them. There are the golden coins, the souls, and the extra currency that you get by playing the faction wars, if I'm not mistaken. So the game has two aspects. It has the battle mode and the faction wars. The battle mode is basically the campaign. It's a series of battles driven by a so-called story, and the battles happen as ladders, just like it's famous in the Mortal Kombat universe. Okay, so let's get straight to the fight. And before the fight you can choose an ally that will jump into the battle and offer you an extra boost, or better said, use its powers to kill an enemy on the spot. So the gameplay is just like the game Injustice or WWE Immortals, also from NetherRealms. It involves tapping and swiping in a certain pattern in order to trigger combos. Quite a long loading time, but the graphics are worth it. Okay, so here we go. Our character is Kotal Khan, and we're tapping to hit the enemy, and then we swiped. To parry, you have to keep two fingers on the screen like I'm doing right now, and then once the enemy's attack is over, you can hit them again. As you can see, I have three characters lined up here, and the enemy has three characters lined up there. Once you attack or get attacked enough, you can trigger a combo, and it usually involves tapping on the screen really fast. Some of the enemies have elemental attacks. They can poison you, they can make you bleed, or Scorpion can make you stunned by using his spear. Okay, so let's call another character into battle. It's Shirai Ryu, and his special power involves throwing a few daggers. And that's Sergeant with a machine gun, and now we can call the ally. This is Scorpion, using his special move, and he just killed an enemy, and we also killed one. Okay, so only one left. Let's call the trooper into action, and let's check out her special move. Rapid swipes, and the battle is done. So that's what the gameplay is all about. You cannot move the character, you can only tap and swipe, and after the combat you will get experience points, level up, you can get coins, and those special points I mentioned before. If I'm not mistaken, they're faction points. There's also a mini game that you can see right here. It involves crushing a skull or brick or simply wood by simply hitting them like a karate move. Okay, so it involves tapping the screen frantically in a few seconds, and this is it. Kotal Khan has done it. Characters are achieved here by buying cards, like trading cards with their image on them, and we get stuff like Ermac, Scorpion, Sub-Zero, Kotal Khan, and a few more trademark characters including Johnny Cage and the likes. Let's choose Ermac. Of course there are fatalities, but it's pretty hard to trigger them. You either have to level up your character to around level 20 and activate his third special attack, and that's the X-ray, or call the ally that you just selected and he will trigger the fatality from the start. I've noticed that your enemies will not use fatalities, sadly, at least not the ones from the campaign mode. There's also Faction Wars, which is basically the multiplayer, and there you may see some fatalities. Obviously, the game is repetitive. It's all one big pattern of hitting, parrying. It's all about tapping or swiping. Okay, and now we can do our combo. It's not even about reflexes, it's about tempo and a certain level of getting used to attacks. Okay, so this is Ermac, probably my favorite character from Mortal Kombat. Of course, there is also a console and PC game called Mortal Kombat X, and apparently you can get some extra content in the console game by using the resources you get here, and vice versa. You can transfer coins or things like that, if I'm not mistaken. So another power for Kotal Khan, and that's another victory. Kotal Khan is a very powerful character, I give you that much. He has a very high strength, and you can also add as friends the ally you call into battle. Some of the fights will include boss battles, some of the ladders, and that was the campaign menu. Now let's go to the faction wars and to the store. So the store offers you packs of characters. This is the character menu where you can see famous fighters like Reptile, Sub-Zero, Johnny Cage, Kano, Dvora, another favorite of mine, Cassie Cage, Kotal Khan, Scorpion, and by selecting one of them you can see their attributes and their special abilities plus their price, obviously. You won't only buy cards with characters, you can buy support cards, basically stuff like armors or stats increases. You can boost a character's regeneration, activate special abilities, or even affinities to certain types of characters. And then you can spend real money and get coins or souls. Coins with a K, not with a C. Okay, so you can also level up your account, not only your character, as you progress, and the folks of NetherRealms are quite generous and they'll give you a few coins every day, and each time they reach a threshold of a number of users, if they reach 5 million users you get coins, if they reach 10 million users you get coins again. Okay, so if you have two items you can fuse them into one, and those items are placed in slots on your character's account. Okay, so quite a few items here. Let's continue. Doesn't end, so a lot of freebies from NetherRealms, that's good. Okay, so if you go to the menu you can see the collection. These are my characters. If I tap one of them I can see his level, abilities, and these are his 3 special abilities: Blood Offering, Sunstone, and this one here, that's the God Ray. I will unlock it at level 20, and that's basically the X-Ray Fatality. This is the equipment. These are the items I can equip on this character, and here we have the supports that can be bought. So quite a high degree of customization right here. I promised to show you the multiplayer. It's called Faction Wars. You pick a faction early on and you fight other gamers just like you that are waiting to pick a fight online. Okay, you can also edit your team, and for example I'm going to play Sub-Zero here and Lin Kuei, and now let's search for a battle. Keep in mind that each character has an energy level, and after about 6 fights you have to be forced to stay put for a few minutes. The energy level are these white bars below the character's picture. Okay, so I'm level 7 and I'm fighting a guy who's level 19. On paper I shouldn't have a chance. In real life it's actually easier than it looks. Once you get the parrying right, it's very easy to play Mortal Kombat X. You only have to tap, swipe, put 2 fingers on the screen and press the special attacks at the right time. You don't even need in-app purchases if you're willing to do some grinding and if you're willing to wait for your energy to charge. Okay, so here we go, we're fighting against Kano. My usual strategy is to first parry, wait for his attack, and then strike him just as he's about to attack us. Keep in mind, this guy is level 19 or 17 or something like that. I'm only level 7. Okay, so let's hit this ugly creature called Oshtek, one of the ugliest fighters in Mortal Kombat X. So far so good. Kano is a very powerful fighter. I actually played with him a lot in the iOS version of the game. And Sub-Zero is ready for some frozen turkey. That was a lot of damage, annoying even, so maybe I can freeze him this time. Okay, so this is actually Sub-Zero. That wasn't Sub-Zero, just regular ninja. And maybe can freeze him this time. Nope. It's a good idea to actually parry and not get in the frantic level of the fight. So Kano is basically dead and only one fighter left. So that's what happens when a lower level player is paired with a high level player. You can beat him if you have enough patience and know how to parry. And that's the victory. So this is Androidpipe.com. This is the game Mortal Kombat X. I'm playing it on the Huawei P8. It's a blast, it's very fun, but also very repetitive. If you didn't like Injustice, if you didn't like WWE Immortals, you will not like this title. As you can see, we have quite a few victories here. Anyway, we're going to give this game a 9 out of 10. It's repetitive, it has few controls, but it has original Mortal Kombat content, and if you're a fan, that's enough for you. 9 out of 10 from Androidpipe.com. Bye bye.